A ceasefire announced from the White House, but the guns never stopped. Donald Trump claimed he had personally brokered a fresh truce between Thailand and Cambodia, a dramatic intervention meant to end weeks of deadly border clashes. Yet within hours, artillery roared again. This renewed conflict exposed a harsh truth. In a conflict fueled by history, pride, and domestic politics, even a US president's word may not be enough to silence the guns. On 12th of December, Trump announced on Truth Social that after speaking with Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul and Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manen, both sides had agreed to cease all shooting effective this evening and return to an October peace agreement. But Thailand's foreign ministry swiftly disputed that any formal ceasefire had been agreed, stressing that Bangkok's position was conditional. Fighting would only halt if Cambodia first stopped its attacks. Cambodia, for its part, pointedly avoided confirming any ceasefire. Cambodia's defense ministry instead accused Thai jets of carrying out new airstrikes on Saturday morning, while Cambodian media reported Trump's statement without suggesting that combat had ended. This disconnect exposed a core problem. Trump's announcement rested more on his reading of the conversations than on any signed or verifiable agreement between the two militaries. It also highlighted how the July ceasefire, which Washington had aggressively pushed and Malaysia had formally brokered, had been fragile from the outset. That truce ended 5 days of intense fighting but largely papered over entrenched mistrust rather than resolving underlying disputes. The latest escalation traces back to a December 7th skirmish in a disputed zone when 2 Thai soldiers were wounded. Bangkok said an engineering team working on an access road came under Cambodian fire, shattering an already shaky peace. Within days, both sides were trading artillery and rocket barrages, with Thai airstrikes reported at multiple points. Villages on both sides of the border were evacuated for the second time in 5 months, and about 24 people have been officially reported killed, including at least 11 Thai soldiers and 11 Cambodian civilians. Behind the immediate flare-up lies a century-old border dispute shaped by colonial-era French maps from 1907, which left ambiguities now fiercely contested by both Bangkok and Phnom Penh. The disputed patches are often small and sparsely populated, but they carry huge symbolic weight. Both militaries frame the conflict as a defense of national sovereignty, making concessions politically costly at home. Trust has eroded sharply since the July deal. Thailand accuses Cambodia of laying fresh landmines in contested areas, claiming that at least 7 Thai soldiers have lost limbs. On the other hand, Bangkok has refused to release 18 Cambodian soldiers captured in earlier clashes, and now insists that any new ceasefire is meaningless unless Cambodia withdraws troops and halts landmine use, conditions Phnom Penh has not publicly accepted. Cambodia denies the accusations and continues to seek international mediation, arguing it is disadvantaged in direct bilateral talks with a more powerful neighbor. Domestic politics on both sides further diminish the chances of any externally brokered truce holding. In Thailand, Anutin leads a fragile political arrangement and has just dissolved parliament to pave the way for early elections, effectively giving the military broad latitude on the border. Commanders openly speak of inflicting enough damage on Cambodian forces to neutralize future threats and secure strategic high ground. In Cambodia, Hun Manet governs under the heavy influence of his father, former leader Hun Sen, whose earlier leak of a confidential call with a previous Thai premier inflamed nationalist sentiment in Bangkok and deepened suspicions of Cambodian interference. Well, as long as both sides see strategic advantage in continued confrontation and domestic politics reward toughness over compromise, any paper truce, even one touted personally by a US president, is likely to remain just empty words.